12 more months to ORD. 12 more months to ORD. 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 I know that the internet is going crazy over the new movie from Jack Neo called Our Girls Go Army. Should females be forced into national service like males? Is Jack Neo just milking this series? Is this movie even good? But this video is not about criticizing this recent film. I'm not going to hop on that trendy topic and instead ask this question. Is Our Boys to Men 2 even as great as we remembered? You might have forgotten about this movie that was released 9 years ago because it was, well, released 9 years ago. But as an NSF who did his basic military training last year, I rewatched Our Boys to Men. So here I am to answer the question as someone more mature and critical of the media I consume than his 12-year-old self. Right before my eyes, opposite the shade, blinded by the... I like how the first 15 minutes set the tone for the rest of the film. It's not so focused on the drama or characters, just many iconic comedic moments and quotes still being referenced by NSFs like me. For example, in this scene where the platoon cross paths with a female platoon while marching, a possible hint of Our Girls Go Army? Cheeky platoon IC Lobang took advantage of his appointment to get the entire platoon to admire the ladies, such as turning their heads or changing direction to catch up to them. But before they could, the commanders appeared, causing them to change direction again to march away from them. It's creative how they could incorporate marching drills into these jokes, or this scene of IP Man getting nervous when he throws his grenade. Grenade! Grenade! Hold tight, don't let go, don't let go. Or this scene of area inspection by the Sergeant Major. You have this character being punished for smelling bad because he washes his uniform only once per week. This detail will pay off later, so just keep that at the back of your head. Then, Platoon Sergeant Ong asked what punishment should be given. Recruit Aloysius Jin said 100 push-ups. People started hitting him while going into push-up position. Then you have this scene of the Wayang King sharing how he runs fast for 2.4 kilometers by saying the famous sentence, "My secret is no secret." I've provided 4 examples of original jokes that won't work outside of the military. And remember, it's in the first 15 minutes of the film only. Time to crown the most underrated joke of the film. Is it? Is it? Is it? The winner is none of those, okay? It's actually this scene. Remember when I asked you to have this detail at the back of your head? You have this character being punished for smelling bad because he washes his uniform only once per week. This detail will pay off later, so just keep that at the back of your head.
Oi! 去涨水啦，我老一直干死。Save water 嘛。
This dude wants to save water. You decide to smell clean by spamming powder onto yourself, which is actually more unhygienic than just showering. That's what makes the film great. It describes the intricate details of BMT life with humor. Okay, seems like I've made it blatantly obvious that the selling point of this movie is the comedy. So let's push through talking about the rest of the funny moments. Song IC Lobang sings a variation of Training to be Soldiers to joke about how much of a coward Aloysius was. The recruits deal with the stealing of the rifle by the sergeants differently. Some protected it, some did not. During shell scrape digging, Lobang daydreams sunbathing with girls. Ken Chow then jokes that in this place you will only see
Sergeant better. Recruit, wake up!
That being said, there is one scene that technically isn't accurate. I don't mean to be that guy to say, well, actually. But, well, actually, this scene where Lobang decides to steal a magazine from Aloysius and then throw it up in the air when actually it's his magazine. This scene isn't that realistic, honestly. How can your magazine be dropped when it's attached to your rifle? You just sneezed. Well, since I'm kind of already talking about the flaw of this scene, I might as well talk about the flaws of the rest of the movie, right? So here are the parts of Our Boys to Men 2 that I didn't like. In the video that I did on Our Boys to Men Part 1, I mentioned how Ken Chow wasn't that good of a character. In this movie, he has changed quite a lot. Selfless, mature, and motivated. You would think that makes him a better character, but no. He's as annoying or even more annoying than in the first part. How can you have a complete transformation of the protagonist and still not make him likable? Well, you have moments like him lecturing his bunkmates for smoking with the same phrases you would hear teachers or parents use. In the previous part, he has at least some EQ to be able to have a rapport with his section, but suddenly he just doesn't know how to convince them that smoking is bad. That's why I don't really enjoy him, despite him being the main character and hearing his inner monologue for the entirety of the film. Next, I didn't really enjoy the whole part of IP Man getting revenge against his ex-girlfriend for being with a gangster. So many flaws. Yeah, let's all chip in to call his girlfriend while in camo and wearing our LBV. Don't they want to dress down? But this isn't that bad. Maybe it's because they are that bonded and bothered that IP Man is so worked up. Okay, then let me ask you this. When they uploaded the in-cam video for the couple to see, won't the public be able to see this? You have this funny scene of wondering if the commanders found out that this section used a tablet to record a video, but it's rendered useless if this video is published. If that's the case, how did no one report this and punish these guys? Then we have this scene of them throwing bags of you-know-what at the couple. Looking back, it's really disgusting, though creative that they use fire movement to ambush them. And then you have this scene where the section is in uniform loudly talking about what happened in the public area. What's the purpose of disguising yourselves like that if you're going to exclaim that you did something wrong? Then you have this scene of the gang fighting them. Come on, no one got hurt? Do these gangsters not know that they have to prepare weapons to hurt people? These guys are amateurs, man. This entire saga has a duration of 30 minutes. That's about a quarter of the film. So I don't want anyone to comment, "This is so insignificant, this is such a short part." So, to finally answer the question, is Our Boys to Men 2 actually that great? I think it's good, but definitely could see the imperfections on a rewatch. While the more emotional and dramatic parts of the film don't really hit that hard, I think the comedic parts of it carry the entire film. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Should I review Our Boys to Men 3? Comment down below. Like and share with your friends in the army. Click on this playlist here for army related content. Subscribe to this channel, it will help me a lot. It's a small YouTuber. And I will see you soon after I save Mr. Brown from wild boars.